About Conor Bell here. Conor, a great end of the season for you. It was bonus territory, I suppose, was what we were talking about during the week. But you've come here, you've put in a big display, and you're crowned champions.
Yeah, Sean, it's hard actually to put into words. You know, the feeling after that. You know, not knowing. You know, after the Thomas Davis match, we probably made it harder than we should have. But I suppose that's tested us and set us right for the final. But so we just after last week in the senior match, and I don't want to say too much about it. But after that, you know, it hurt the club. And it hurt everybody just in how it went, and fair play to Clann Eireann and all the best in the final. But that meant coming down to training on Tuesday night, it just gave us boys that like a siege mentality almost as a group of boys. And the training on Tuesday night was unbelievable, and it brought us then into made it particularly during Thursday, and coming in now that changing room tonight. When you were ready for it, Ballyhagan obviously got the final. A couple of cracking players, like, you know, James McCormack, the amount of scores he's had all year with Ballyhagan, he's double anybody almost in the scoring charts is brilliant and one for the future. But when you have locked them down to a certain track, you know, we would have the strength and depth all over the pitch. So, you know, happy days, happy now.
And you're sort of saying that you had a bounce in your step nearly during the week. I'm not told in the first couple of minutes, Conor, because I think he's raced him to a 2-3 to no score lead in the first 5 or 10 minutes. Like, he's come out of the chops really early.
Yeah, we did. Now we had to think about how we were going to play, and we thought, you know what, watching, you know, different football about different counties, we thought, you know, we're going to go at this. We're going to put pepper some ball in because we've got quality forwards in there with good hands. So we said, well, pepper fee in. We did. We got the rewards of it from the risk, and, you know, that set us off to a good start.
And you have the forwards in there, like you said, like you have some really good forwards in Ethan McKenna got man of the match. I think Michael McKelly got a goal or two. Sean Corry got a goal. Like, you do have really good forwards.
Yeah, and in that list that you mentioned there, you know, he's still to be added that. You've Gene French, obviously, and some of the balls he's popping across the pitch. Logan McVeigh, you know, the football brain that he has on him. You know, these boys, like I said the last time I spoke to you, these boys are, you know, they're great footballers, great lads, and, you know, they're the future of Clann Eireann. You know, this project this year, as I say, you know, some of the committee sat down and said, well, you know, this could be no expletives in an interview, but this could be a rough year with this, and we'll just try it out and give all these boys football. You know, boys like Roby and Ethan and Francie maybe getting 5-10 minutes, you know, each match. Look at them now, you know, that year that they've had, winning the junior championship, playing all that football, and getting that confidence, you know, that to them will allow them to drive on and strengthen the senior panel over the next year or two as well. And
I suppose, what does the future look like now, Conor, because you're the Quinn here, this is your first try at this in 10 years or more, and you win the junior championship. Like, I assume you're going to keep on with this junior team now, and you'll be up in the intermediate now next year. It'll be a different kettle of fish up there, obviously, but a few boys pushing into the senior squad, a few young boys coming back into the seconds team. Like, it's going to be a bright few years, you would hope.
You'd hope, like, listen, as you say, you're going up to intermediate, like, and, you know, cross of years of this under the belt, like, you're going up to intermediate, and, you know, if you look at some of the teams in the final, that's St Paul's and Cullyhanna, so, you know, you're going into that. So, you know, yes, it's bright now, but it'll be tough, you know, but it'll stand the test of, you know, for them boys getting them ready for senior football. But you look around the county now, and you look at, you know, Cross McGlen, Clann Eireann now coming with their minor titles and all that, you know. It's nipped up, you know, and it's fine margins, and who's going to get the win. So, no, it's a great future that we have as a club, and we're just going to keep working hard at it. And
talking about the future, and we can only look to next year, Conor, because unfortunately seconds teams don't go through the Ulster. Ballyhagan, no matter what happened tonight, they were going to go on ahead. That's probably a wee bit disappointing for you that you can't represent Armagh in Ulster, and that's not the next step for you.
Yeah, it's true. Like, we probably need to find out. You know, I heard you saying on your podcast, I don't know where the ruling came from, so we'd like to find out who wrote that rule. But yeah, it is what it is. Like, we knew that before coming in, and that's probably why then, you know, we said we're going to die on our boots out there. You know, so, you know, brilliant that we're able to do that. Yes, disappointing, but, you know, we'll have a disappointment tonight when we're back in Live Street with the Sean Corry Cup.
And Conor, you were talking about the forwards and the scores you got. You popped up where we score at the end there yourself.
Big Beatty was jumping up at the end there, and he said, he said, I think you know, nothing else to do but shoot, so we just shot, and you know, I've been sort of taking wee digs at them, and there's plenty of Benji and Stevie have us doing plenty of shooting drills, so getting me plenty of chances at it and playing balls in and shooting. Like, so says, why not? The last game for the club, so I'll try and ping one over the middle. Did, so I'll take it. First all year.
That's you finished then, Conor, is it? You're hanging up the boots?
I think like sort of sometimes you just have to catch yourself on, like, you know, 40 there a couple of weeks ago, big night in the club, and you know, 4 kids who are all sort of starting to crack on now with the football, and you know, we've got the senior, the intermediate, and now the junior. So that's me. I think I'll sign out with 40 as a 40-year-old before I'm pushed out again. So yeah, so there you go.
Good stuff, Conor. Thank you.
Cheers, Sean. Thanks. All the best.
So Oscar, you've just captained Clann Eireann to the junior championship title. How does that feel?
Yeah, it's some feeling. A bit nervous beforehand. I think we all were, because, you know, finals don't come around every day. So to get over the line, it's some feeling. Yeah.
And how was the feeling in the changing room? Like you said, there's nerves, but I'm sure excitement and everything too. Like there's a bit of a change with the parade beforehand and the national anthem and everything, like that goes with the sort of championship final buzz.
Yeah, like I certainly haven't experienced the parade and things like that beforehand, and I'm sure a lot of the lads haven't either. But it was a mix of nerves and excitement. But you could tell from the mood in the change room that we were up for it. We were ready for a game, and I think it showed, you know, there on the scoreboard.
And he's got a perfect start, a couple of goals early on, but a couple of heroic defensive bits as well. The keeper pulled off a couple of good saves. Tom Herbert made an excellent block at the start as well. Like he's were well up for it.
Yeah, look, we have players all over the field who can do things like that. It's 1 to 15, even and on the bench as well. You can call on anyone to be to perform extra heroic. So yeah, look, we trust each other. We know what way we need to play, and it came good in the end.
And I think that's a big thing for you, is Oscar, that, you know, a couple of young fellas coming through, a couple of young boys coming off the bench. I think he's got a goal and a point off the bench tonight. Like, there's been a lot of players putting their hands up throughout this championship, and I'm sure for the management it was a headache just picking 15 and then giving boys their chance to come in as well.
Yeah, I don't envy the management what they have to do before big games like this. You know, there's maybe 25 boys who are pushing for places, and you know, they have to cut it down to 15. So yeah, like, we've such a good squad, and even all around Clann Eireann, I know it wasn't so successful for our seniors this year, but we've a lot of good players in this club, and hopefully pushing on with the junior team and the senior team, and be more trophies to come, hopefully. And
did you picture this at the start of the year, Oscar? Like, I know, having spoke to you as a couple, you know, throughout the year, you were sort of saying you were very happy with promotion. You weren't really expecting it. Did you expect to go all the way and win the junior championship?
Can't say that we were. Can't say we were going to expect to win at the start. We weren't aiming to win at the start, but look, as the season went on, I think we realised we had a great team there, and we were sort of collecting players as the season sort of progressed, and we really, we were building up a head of steam, and we did well in the group stages of the championship. Maybe dropped off a wee bit in the quarterfinals, semi-finals, but tonight I think, you know, we were on top of our game, and I don't think, if you asked anyone in the change room, I don't think they would have been that surprised that you know, we've come good and won this. So yeah, it's just delighted for everyone.
I think that was the big thing, Oscar, because obviously the likes of Clonmore, Ballyhagan, College Land, like, they were always the favourites, having dropped down from intermediate, but there was just always a suggestion, you know, of Clann Eireann could beat a big team, that could be a dark horse here, but I'm not sure anybody outside the club maybe said they're going to win the whole thing.
Yeah, junior championship's one of those strange ones that, you know, most teams can beat most teams, and we're certainly no different. A lot of these lads have played, you know, in under 14, under 16 minor finals. They know how to win, they know how to get over the line, and I think it showed. It really did. You know, there's just a belief, and we went down, or we were struggling against Thomas Davis, but we stood firm. We didn't drop our heads, and we powered through and we won the game. And I think it's just, you know, you can rely on each man to pull you out of a hole when you need to.
Those couple of big tests, like Clevey, Thomas Davis, as you mentioned, in the semi-final, like, them really tight games. I think he's only beat Clevey by a point maybe in the last minute or something, so they maybe stood days coming in here that you showed that you come through tight games.
Yeah, 100%. We didn't have an easy run here at all. I know there's maybe a few 3B teams in there, but there were good 3B teams, and for the final, I don't think we won a game in knockouts by about more than 4. So, and the games went right down the wire. So yeah, we're just over the moon if what's happened.
You just celebrate the night and a couple of days after, Oscar?
Yeah, I'm sure we will. Don't know what we're going to do, but I'll have a good crack anyway.
Good stuff, Oscar.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Yeah, thanks very much, man.
Delighted to be joined by Sean Corry here. Sean, just talking to you off air there and had Conor Bell on earlier. You have the 3 medals, the junior, intermediate and senior.
Yeah, Sean. Capped it all off there tonight with the junior championship. And me personally, I never got playing in 2015, 2021 part of the senior panel. So it's a nice way to finish it here and win the junior championship and get to play a part in it, I suppose. So delighted to get over the line there tonight.
And getting a nice wee goal as well.
Getting a nice wee goal. I think I've made a few people at home a few quid, so maybe a pint for me behind the bar whenever I get home here. A little bit of luck.
But having spoke to a couple of the boys there, Sean, like you probably didn't expect this at the start of the year. It's probably not why you set up the junior team. It was just to get boys playing football. But just as the year progressed and as the team got together, like you realised you were maybe good enough to push on and give this a real go.
100%, Sean. At the start of the year, it was all about getting guys football. Guys in the peripheries of the senior panel and trying to bring those fellas on over the next year or two to the point where they're going to be pushing fellas in the senior panel. But as you've seen there tonight and you've seen throughout the year, we'll have some fantastic footballers within our junior team and within our ranks within the club, and some real athletes there as well. And I think that stood us there tonight. Young fellas, Tom Turbot, Oscar, Matthew McKelly, Michael McKelly, Ethan Rogie, the list is endless, and the likes of myself, Bell, Tony Malloy coming on there getting a score brings a nice bit of blend of youth and experience. But it's just a fantastic way to end the year, and we really have went above and beyond what we set out to achieve at the start of the year, so we're all delighted.
And the goals were obviously crucial. Sean, I mentioned you got 1, you got 3 in the first half, and that just set you up perfectly for victory.
Yeah, it gave us a nice sort of platform to go on, and in the first 10 minutes I think we were 2-1 to no score up or a point up or something like that. Ballyhagan got a goal back, so maybe without that cushion we might have felt the pressure a bit, but that purple patch that Ballyhagan had sort of second period of the first half, that cushion had allowed us to sort of kick on a bit and settle ourselves, regain our composure. I thought we kept the ball really well coming up to half time whenever we got the opportunity, and sort of kicked on there again at the start of the second half. So.
And did you speak about that beforehand, Sean, trying to get a good start and to get obviously you love getting goals early, but it doesn't always work out, but was that the plan to come out sort of fly out of the chops?
Yeah, always plan to fly out of the chops and try and give yourself that platform to go on and win the game. And again then at half time, we're in a similar sort of position at half time against against Thomas Davis, and we sort of took the foot off and let Thomas Davis back into the game and limped over the line. So there was a lot of talk about that at half time in terms of trying to kick on and try and go and win the junior championship. So thankfully we were able to maintain that good performance that we had in the first half and kick on in the second. That
was a big thing at the start of the second half. Then he's come out and I think he's got the first 2 points, which against Thomas Davis that didn't happen. They come right back at you and you were sort of struggling to get over the line, and you did eventually do it, but today you pushed on in the second half.
Yeah, 100%, and that's what it's all about, Sean, for these young fellas, learning from the mistakes of previous games from the semi-final where, as I say, maybe limped over the line and not wanting that to happen again, and especially disappointment of last week as a club overall. We didn't want to feel that hurt that again, so that was motivation enough to go out and start the second half and kick on. So it was.
And disappointing, having spoke to a couple of the boys, that you can't get into Ulster now, Sean, which is probably a very disappointing element of it, that this is you ended on a high, I suppose, which is a bright spark, but Ballyhagan go on to Ulster now and you finish your season.
Yeah, well, probably disappointing for the young fellas, maybe for the likes of himself and Conor Bell. It's a relief. It's a nice way to end it. Sometimes you can go into Ulster and you're going into the unknown there, and you can get caught in the hop after your celebrations and things like that. So it's a lovely way to end it for us guys this year, and sort of regroup, come back stronger next year and see where we stand in terms of competing at intermediate level then at 2B.
And that's obviously going to be a big step up too.
Yeah, 100%. Talking within the club, as I think Oscar mentioned in his speech, And there's guys within our team here that have been there from the very start of the year, and others that have drifted in, as momentum started to build. So hopefully, we going in to compete at 2B next year, hopefully, we'll get a few maybe, extra experience, a few more experienced heads in there. The likes of Big Andy Moriarty and Finn Cory coming on there, really adding to the team as well. Them guys will be a year older, so hopefully that gives us a good platform for competing in intermediate next year and kicking on again.
Good stuff, Sean. Thank you.
Thanks, Sean. All the best.